Fall harvest season is upon us. Today we're harvesting our Old Spot pigs. That water temperature is a little too hot, so Ray, who's come up here to help, he wanted to learn about harvesting pigs. He's adding some cold water to bring that temperature back down. My buddy Kevin has come over to also help with the harvest. Kevin actually bought one of the pigs before I even got the pigs. He came to help to learn about the harvest, and he's also brought his tractor so we can hoist the pig easily. And then this guy over here who doesn't want to be named. So we got some help here today. We got the water to temperature, we got mise en place, everything in its place, and now it's time to go do the harvest. So we'll check back with you once that's over. Hopefully everything with that will go smoothly. That first harvest did not go perfectly. One of the guys who came over to help and learn took the shot on the pig and didn't quite hit the right spot. A follow-up shot did do the job, but of course in that interim there was some unpleasantry.
It's coming off, which is good, but it's not coming off like super easy. We want it to like pull out like effortlessly, and right now we're still having to tug a little bit, but we're getting there. Like we're not far off, guys. All right. Now I still have a little bit of effort in my tug here. When we scrape, when we do the scraping though, we want this to come off. This is called the skirt. It's that upper layer of skin. We want that off. So this pig will be white when we're done. Like you can give it a tug so you can know what I'm feeling. It's not like super easy. We want that still to be effortless. So he's gonna go for another ride.
Initially it seemed like the scraping was going to go really well. The scalding was off to a really good start. The pig is placed into 145 degree scalding water for 90-second intervals, then lifted back out, and then we test to see if the hair's coming out super easily. If not, the pig goes back in the scalding tank for another 90 seconds. We don't want to go longer than 90-second intervals because then we run the risk of over scalding. During one of those scalding cycles, the wind blew out the flame on my jet burner. I had it on a low setting just to hold the temperature in the water, and when it's on that low setting it doesn't make a lot of noise, so I didn't hear the lack of noise when the wind blew it out, and we lost a lot of water temperature. Of course we didn't realize that we kept trying to scald and scald and scald, and the pig wasn't progressing in the scalding process. After a few more cycles like this, we finally realized that the flame was out. We brought the water back up to temperature and started the process over again.
So we've got it scalded just about right, maybe needing a little bit more, but we have a secret trick we're gonna use for that if there's any leftover hairs. But now we're gonna start scraping.
But after all that, we got a little impatient with it and we were racing against the clock. We needed to finish before sundown. There was another pig to go still. We decided to try the scorching method. I've never done the scorching method before, so I wasn't really sure how it was going to go or what exactly the right technique is for it. But for centuries in European countries and probably other parts of the world too, the scorching method was the method of choice. And in fact, by many accounts, it's considered a superior method for your end culinary product.
So we're gonna make tiny little cuts to take our time, because this is the most delicate part, and then from here on it's like pig number 1 is done. It's time for pig number 2.
The second pig harvest went much better than the first. There were no issues. It was a perfect shot.
With this one, we're not doing the scald and scrape. We're just gonna try and do the scorching with the torch. So the torching or scorching, which is it?
The scorching of the second pig went much better too. We did a much more thorough job in the hair removal. We were much more diligent with it, patient with it. In the final outcome, the carcass was much more clean.
Ray, it was what, like a week and a half ago, you messaged me on Instagram and asked about coming to a hog harvest.
Yep.
And here we are, week and a half later. If this was your first time?
First time.
First time.
Yep.
What were your thoughts?
It's definitely a lot different than chickens and some quail, but good experience, yeah.
Yeah. You were interested in this because you have pigs.
I
You
have
said
pigs.
you have 3.
I'm gonna butcher eventually.
3 Yorkshires?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to be able to do this for yourself.
Correct.
Now that you've done this, do you think you'll do it yourself, or are you gonna just send it off to the butcher?
The first pig, I was like, there's no way I'm doing this. After the second pig, I'm like, okay, I could probably handle this. You know, as long as I got, you know, some people to help out, I think it'll go good, yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thanks for coming out, man.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
All right, Kevin, that was your first pig harvest.
Yeah.
You've done game before and such, so you have some experience with it, but scalding, scraping, and the torching and all that, thoughts?
I don't know what we're gonna. The torching seemed to work better the second pig than the first pig, so it's I don't know what one would be better. If you want to keep your skin, these are the things you have to do. So,
having gone through all that, assuming you want pigs next year, would you scald and scrape or torch or skin them after
I think
all
I'll
that?
have to skin them if it's just me and the wife. Definitely need more help for scalding, and torching's not so bad. You could probably do torching on your own a lot easier.
Yeah.
As long as you can get the pig off the ground.
Right.
Overall, the 2020 Gloucestershire Old Spot pig harvest went pretty well. It was a long all-day affair, as it usually is when these events happen. I'm really grateful for the helpers I had during that process, and of course Kevin bringing his tractor. That made a huge difference. If you're interested in seeing a more thorough step-by-step approach to the pig harvest, I have 2 videos for you to check out. I have my Farmstead Meatsmith Family Pig Day 1 harvest video, where Brandon gives a long talk about the actual killing process and the sticking. And then also I have a step-by-step video that I made with Brandon that takes you through each step of the process of everything that happens right after the harvest. The scalding and scraping, the evisceration, the breakdown, it's all there. And those videos should be popping up on your screen on either side of me right now.